Okay, so I've chopped up some jalapenos. I have some Gouda cheese. I have some cheddar cheese. Of course, there's the meat. Very non-stick. And so we'll get that oven turned on to high to get it started. Alright, now that's on high. So once that gets started and it gets nice and hot, I'll turn that down to about medium-high. Now that everything is all cut up and ready to go, what you do is you take your hamburger, pull that off, and it's 16 ounces, so that's a pound. So you can get 4 out of this. So what I'll do is I'll separate this into 4 pieces, equal pieces hopefully. Try to equal them out here. And then what I'll do is I'll make 4 separate type of hamburgers. You can almost call them like a slider almost. So we'll just roll them up here. And the reason why you want to roll it into a ball is so that you can gauge how much is in each. Because you can feel like that one is a little bit less than that one. So what I can do is I can take out some of the meat on this one and put it on there. Roll it up and even them all out. And then what I like to do once I've had all those hamburgers all put into their own separate little spot is I like to put a little seasoning on them. Just a little bit. And that adds the flavor to your hamburger. Alright, now that I've got the balls, what I'll do is I'll take and I'll form sort of a pocket. And you want it to be fairly thin because you are going to be cooking meat and in the contents inside. And so I know what some people do their Juicy Lucy's, they'll take 2 patties. And you can do that, you can form 2 patties, but you just sort of create that pocket nice and flat. And as you can see, you're kind of evening it out in your hand. And you can tell the depth in your hand. You'll see, okay, this is a little bit thicker than this part over here. So you can push that down, press it, and form it. Once you've formed that, and it looks like a normal sized patty, right? Well, that's not what we're going for. What we'll do is we'll start off with that bacon that we had first made. And we'll tear off a couple pieces here. Take that bacon and just put it there in the middle. And then we'll take some cheddar cheese and we'll put that in there and just kind of pile it on there. And don't worry about breaking the bacon, that's fine. It can all get messed up and mashed up in there. But get it in a nice little ball, because then what you're going to do is you're going to tuck that meat over. And you can see once you made that ball, you're able to mash that meat up. And you got a nice thin layer. And just kind of crimp it at the end there. And meat's pretty malleable, so you'll be able to smooth that out. But there you go, you just contained all that bacon and cheese right in there. And when we go to fry it, what we'll do is we'll just press it down gently. And you don't want anything to, the cheese or anything to melt out. So that's why you want to make sure it's all consistent. That every layer is exactly the same. Now we're going to do, like I said, we're going to use that jalapeno and we're going to use some cream cheese. And this is delicious. Well, now that they've been cooking for a while, you want to get that nice thick crust that you see on there. That's nice and brown. Because you want to make sure that the inside is fully cooked. You want it to be what they call 160 degrees as internal temperature is safe to eat. So you want to make sure that they're well cooked. It might look a little crusty, but no, that's delicious flavor. Alright, now I've dusted the buns up with a little more extras, sort of the insides of what I already put in there, some Gouda in there, and some cream cheese and jalapenos. So now that the burgers look like they're ready to go and all done, make sure we got the right ones here. We're going to put the cream cheese on the cream cheese and the cheddar burger with the bacon on there. And there you go. You've got yourself some delicious Juicy Lucy's. Now that we've went through all those steps of cooking, preparing, getting everything together, as we can see we have pretty tall but delicious burgers. So I'm going to sit down and I'm going to take a bite of this one, and you can see just how amazing. Now, be careful. It's going to be nice and hot in the middle. All that deliciousness. Thanks.